Hi guys, this is going to be a quick tutorial on inserting parent contact logs in SIS, and I'm going to give you two productivity tips, especially if you're inserting contact logs for multiple students. So let's get started. You'd sign into your SIS, click on student links, go into parent student contact logs. Here you'll be prompted to search for a student of yours. You can search by last name or first name, and then select the student that you'd like to enter the contact log for. Right now I can see I haven't entered any contacts for this student, so I'm going to click New Log Entry. Choose how I contacted the parent, in this case by email. I contacted the parent, and if you want, this is optional, you can select the result of your contact. Maybe it was a conference, or you're going to do an intervention, or maybe you had to assign a referral. Also, you can change the time at which you contacted the parent. So maybe you contacted them at 9 o'clock in the morning. Go ahead and type in information about what you contacted the parent about, in this case missing assignments. And if you'd like, there's a feature to add any files. So if you had a screenshot or a document that went along with this contact, you can also upload that file here. I'm going to hit apply and done, and now for this student I can see I've logged a contact by email to the parent, and here's the notes about what I said. Sometimes this can get very long if there's lots of contacts, and so by selecting choosing select view, you can actually display all the notes as a single line, and this is helpful when you are showing all students. So let's go ahead and look at this update display, and you can see all the students and that I've contacted, and you can see all their notes in a single line here. The downside is I can't actually read the rest of the notes. So I would go back to select view and display notes not in a single line, and now I can see all of my notes that I've taken for those students. Now I mentioned some productivity tips to getting here and also taking contacts for multiple students at the same time. So let's go back to the home page. What I'm going to do on the home page is actually add contact logs as a favorite. So we select Actions, Favorite. We choose contact log on the right side. These are the available favorites, and these are the ones that we currently have displayed on the left side. So I select contact log and say add, and apply or cry. Done. When I'm back on the main screen, now contact logs is added as a favorite, and so it's a quick click to jump into my contact log, and I'm viewing all my students. Select an individual student, update display, and now I can search again for that student. Now let's say you had you contacted 4 or 5 parents, and you need to record those 4 or 5 at one time. One way that you can do this is by using the data grid. So let's go ahead into contact logs. I'm searching for, instead of the single student, I'm going to go to grid for selection. And I can add single students using this plus 1 button. And I will click it. I will search for the student I want to add. I will select the student I want to add. Notice now he's added to the data grid. I'm going to add a second student. And again, I search for the student. I use the blue arrow to add them, and now I have 2 students into my contact list. I'm going to hit done. It pulls up the first student, and now I can enter, add an entry for this student, and when I'm done with that entry, I can hit the arrow over. There's my next student, and I can add an entry for that student. So that's kind of a quick way to add for 5 and 10 different students at a time. That's how we add contact logs in SIS.